Hi there, welcome back to the business model template, the social enterprise business model template. And in the first video, the previous one to this, in terms of looking at the details of each particular item on the template, we considered a target market. So now we're going to go on and consider problems that we need to solve. And this is the information that can help you to do that. My name is Boomy Tokan. So let's get into it. The first one we talked about target group. Now the second one, we want to look at how do we get information around the problems or pain or needs that we're solving. Now, the point is, when you are acquainted with the problems, pain, or need, your group of the group that you're trying to help, your ability to recognize these features will then determine the type of products or services to offer. Sometimes people are thinking, I don't know what service to offer. Maybe you're not as acquainted with the people you're trying to help as you should. Actually, there is a saying in funding space, which is called it really means that do you have the people involved? It talks about people led. Is the organization, is the activity, is it people led? You know, what they're trying to determine is that have you spoken to the people who have the problem, and have they volunteered the types of solutions that they want? In order for you to get there, you got to start thinking about, what problems am I solving for these people? What kind of problems do they have? Like I said, when you get acquainted with them, when you spend time with these people, you would know what problems they have. So if you look at the target group like we were doing earlier on, remember we used some examples. We used the domestic violence example. Here we're using the housing model, supported housing example. We're saying, okay, am I going to be offering supported housing to the 17 to 25-year-olds, or am I offering domestic abuse workshops to the over 50s? Now, if you spend more time with them, then you would know, okay, they need support with their education, because many of them, particularly in talking about the supported housing, many of them have left school without good qualifications. So from my conversation with them, I know they have a need for that. So I'm determining the kind of need they have, which is going to bring you to solutions. If you are talking about the women who have been abused, maybe they were taken advantage of because they didn't have financial security. So what you're trying to do, you've realized that they're having self-esteem problems, which came from the fact they didn't have no financial independence, and the partner or the husband or the wife took advantage of that, and so they're experiencing pain in that area. It's really, then you'll be able to solve that. That's why it's important for you to actually be involved with a target group that you are passionate about, or you are involved in a situation or activities where you yourself have been. So maybe you've been a domestic violence victim, or maybe you've been an abuser. I don't know whether you've been an abuser, you do that. I don't know. But maybe you've been an abuser. Maybe you've been, you could be a reformed person and you could be doing that. So maybe you are somebody who has needed supported housing in the past when you were growing up. Now you've got properties all over the world and you want to help people beginning in your country. It could be that way. So it's extremely important for you to spend time with these people and to determine what the problems are, because your ability to create the best solutions would depend on the kind of information or feedback you've generated as a result of spending time with them. The second thing it does, which is got on my PowerPoint here, the second thing it does is that the message you send them would be more capturing, more captivating if you understand their problem. The language you would use will be the same language that they have. The language, the manner in which your messages will go out to them will be the same way that they love to receive messages. Today, somebody said to me, oh, my Skype number is this. I'm like, wow, I've not used Skype in like, I don't know, maybe the last time I used Skype was when I spoke to him, maybe like a couple of years ago now, but it's not the way I receive my messages. I'm more like a WhatsApp person. Somebody might say, oh, you're too old. Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't care. But I'm a WhatsApp person. So people say, well, we connect on TikTok. We connect on Snapchat. But I'm not on that. So the way you relate to the people, the way your messages are formed, are phrased, would depend on how well you're acquainted with the problem. Your ability to impact the group, that's the third point. Your ability to impact the group will also be dependent upon your knowledge of the problems that they have. So we go back and take a look. I talked about a couple of things now. We can complete the first two boxes: target groups and problems. So let's go on to the third one. Might as well do the third one now. Let's go look at solutions. Okay, how do you determine solutions? Well, so the single product, I said the single product can be the death of your social enterprise. In thinking about solutions, you want to come up with a variety of solutions. You don't want one product, because a single product, a single service can be the death of your social enterprise, because if that service begins to wane or it just doesn't work, if it dies, then your business will just collapse because it's reliant upon one thing. So if you're bringing in clients, you want to be bringing clients for at least from 3 or 4 sources. If you're selling products, you want to be selling at least 2 or 3 products. I think I've got here on my wall, and I'm trying to read it. No income stream or a single client should be no income stream. I like that. No income stream or a single client should be worth more than 30% of your overall business. I read that somewhere and I put it on my wall. I thought, yeah, that's really good. No income stream or no single client should be worth more than 30% of your overall business. Wow, that's amazing. In fact, I was thinking about this from the perspective of those people, majority of people who are employed, because you know that sometimes 100% of your income is reliant on your employment. So you got to find a way and do a side hustle, as they say. So therefore, going back to this point, you want to come up with a solution that fits, a solution that works. But you don't want a single solution. You want a variety of solutions. For example, with the supported housing, we might say get back to work training programs could be one of the solutions. Now, it's not as difficult to come up with other solutions once you have one. Look at this one here. The example here is that, okay, I'm going to start a get back to work training program for those who are in supported housing. Now, here's the deal. Because most people who will be offering the training or delivering the training will have experience of staff training anyway, why don't they try to supply training to local businesses? I say, well, that's a good idea. So you expand. So now you got 2 products. Then you might say, hang on, actually, if we train people and we have connections with local businesses where we're training their staff or not, then what if I have somebody who could actually work in that particular role in that particular organization? Well, how do I get paid for that? You charge an agency fee. Agencies get between 12 to 20% of the annual income as a commission. They get 12 to 20%. It could be 10 to 20% of the annual income of the person they place in employment. So somebody is earning £100,000 a year. That's the per annum for that employee. They get anything between £10,000 and £20,000. Boom. The moment the person starts work, I think they stay for about 2 months or something. After 2 months, they get paid. I think they still get paid anyway. They get paid something, but I think they get the full commission when the person has stayed for 2 or 3 months. Listen, straight away, you've gone from a single product of just get back to work training program to training the staff to now running an employment agency. That's so wonderful. That's the way to do it. All right. When we come back, we're going to go on to the next one, which is when we look at the second set of topics that we are going to consider for the template. So let me show you what they are. We're going to move on and talk on the right-hand side of my screen, which is the relationship, the key partners, the key activities, output channels, and key resources. See you in the next video. I really hope this is helpful. If it's been helpful, then do like it and do share it. Do comment in the comment box below, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.